In this video, I'll give you guys a story time on how I almost got into a street fight in the streets, right? So drop a like and subscribe, and let's get straight to it. It was like around the afternoon, right? I was about to go do my laundry, right? So I had all my bags and everything all like teddied up, had the soap and everything. I was going to this laundry. They had like a laundry department, like a room or something, right? So I had brought my things into the laundry. I was putting in my things in the washing machine. They have like a TV and everything going on there. So I'm like, okay, cool. Once I finished putting everything in the laundry machine, right? So I just sat down and just, started because nobody was there. It's just a remote and TV. So I was like, okay, cool. Nobody's watching nothing. So I'm like, okay, grab the remote, turn on the TV, put in like a little YouTube video and stuff like that so I could watch while doing I think around this time I was thinking of getting ready to go to the gym. So I was putting in my hand wraps and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, cool. Because I like having it already done because sometimes I'll be pulling up like right on time. And I don't want to like be pulling up and then putting my hand wraps. I'm like, okay, put my hand wraps. So when I get there, I just get straight into the workout kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't waste no time. So then as I'm watching, right, this one guy comes in, right? And then he just sits there for like 5 minutes, right? I don't know what he was, I don't remember what he was doing. It's been like almost like what, a year or two now. So like he's just there, like just, chilling and everything, right? They're like, okay, just pay him no mind, just keep watching kind of thing, right? And then he started asking me for the remote. And then he's like debating me about the rules and everything. He's like, oh, we gotta share and everything. Da, da, da. I'm like, I am gonna share. I'm not denying that I'm not gonna share. I'm gonna share. Just give me like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? I think they had left like 5 minutes throughout the thing I was watching. I don't know if I was watching like a documentary, but I know it was something on YouTube, but maybe an anime or something. So I'm telling him like, yo, I've been here for like 15 minutes, so like just let me finish the shit. So then I'm like, let this video end and then I'll give you the remote. Like I don't have no problem with that, right? You can sit down, you can just like eat an apple or something. They had like apples and muffins and water, all type of thing, right? So I'm like, just sit down, watch like just I don't know, do something for like 5 minutes, you know what I mean? Get yourself busy a little bit. Or watch what I'm watching for like 5 minutes. It's about to end. You know what I mean? So I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. Like 5 minutes is not gonna, it's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? We keep debating. He keep coming at me like he just doesn't want to stop, bro. I don't know what his issue was, but he just kept going. He kept being like, no, 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 good. Keep applying pressure. I was like, all right, I see where this is going. You know what I mean? In my mind, I'm like, bro, I try to de-escalate this thing, but this guy keeps going, bro. So I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, because they had cameras. You know what I mean? And like I know the police response time is quick as hell. I feel like I made it pretty clear, even on the camera. If you see the CCTV footage, you could be like, okay, this guy really tried to de-escalate things. Like it was pretty obvious. So I'm like thinking to myself, like, if things go left, you know what I mean? At least they'll be able to see. Because I'm thinking to myself, if the police come, they're gonna ask for the witness and they're gonna ask to see the CCTV footage. But then I'm thinking to myself, if I give him the remote, he gonna think like he can do that every time, kind of thing, right? He think like every time I come up to watch something or just to do something, he think he can just play with me, kind of thing. That's not an ego thing. I'm not like an ego person, you know what I mean? I'm like very calm, very composed. Sometimes in life, you really gotta put things to an end the moment you see them happening. If you let it happen, they're gonna think they can do it over and over and over again. They think they can disrespect you in front of people. Sometimes you gotta make things clear beforehand. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, and people talk, people talk. He might be telling his friends like, "Yo, dude, this guy's weak. This guy's, what I mean, you could just do whatever you want to him, and he ain't gonna do nothing." You know what I mean? Because that's how they keep it. They're very tight. You know what I mean? They know they speak. So it's like, if one person says you can play around with him, guess what everybody else is gonna think? Everybody else is gonna think, oh yeah, he's just easy work. All right, so then he reaches his hand, because I still had the remote, right? I had the remote in my hand, so he reaches his hand to my hand to grab the remote. So I like back up because I first he moved, right? So I backed up. I thought he was like gonna swing or something. So I'm like, I back up. He touches the remote. He's trying to like pull it and everything. So I'm like, man, give me that. You know what I mean? I pull the remote. And then he starts raising his voice kind of thing, right? He started raising his voice and everything. So I'm like, dog. All right. So then I'm like, okay, since it feels like there's no option here. There's no option but to escalate this. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let's fight then. Let's fight. Because I tried to do the whole de-escalation thing. It didn't work. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let's fight. let's fight. I'm like really furious right now. Like my blood temperature was boiling. Like I was just furious. So I'm like, okay, cool, let's fight. Let's fight. Get up now. Now he's like, no, 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 no. I don't want to like. I don't want to get put out and everything. And it's like, no, cause like you can't be running now because you wanted it so bad. Like, you know what I mean? It's like he was damn near asking for it. So I was like, okay, cool, let's go. And he's like, no, 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 no. I don't want to get put out because like they rules, right? They don't care who starts the fight. They don't care who was provoked. They don't care about none of that. It's just the rule is no fighting. They don't care who starts, who's getting, you know. So at this point in my mind, and in Canada, it gets really cold in the winter. This was during the winter, by the way. So I was like, if I was gonna get put out, I was gonna get put out in the snow. Like you're gonna sleep in the snow, and I didn't have a car. I didn't have money for hotels. I didn't have no money for nothing. So I'm there like debating myself. I'm thinking to myself like, damn, am I really just gonna be like out here in the cold? So he leaves the room, right? He leaves the room. He goes into like the admin office because they have admins and stuff like that to control the cameras, to watch the cameras to see how everything is going and everything. Um, he goes to the admin. He's explaining him the situation and everything. So the admin comes into the laundry room, right? And he just sees me there. Like the video, I think it was like 2 minutes away from finishing. And then the admin tells me like, give me your side of the story, right? He's asking me to give him my side of the story, and I'm like, yeah, like I came here to do my laundry. Like I didn't really want to get into it with nobody, you know what I mean? Just want to mind my business, you know. And he's like, yeah, no, don't worry, bro. Like this guy always starts problems with everybody, so like I understand where you're coming from. And I was watching the TV, and you've only been here for like 15 minutes, so it's like you in the right. So then I'm like, okay, cool. See, and then I look at the guy. I'm like, see, I told you, like, I was being for real. Like, I think, I don't know what his day was like, but I feel like he was taking it out on me, and I was like, the fuck I do, like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, here, you want the remote so bad. So in front of the admin, I'm giving him the remote because at this point, I didn't even want to watch the TV no more because he just ruined my whole day. So I'm like, here, you want the remote so bad, you know, you can have it. You know what I mean? I don't like. I'm not gonna cry over a remote. Like, and then he's like, no, 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 you can have it. You can watch the whatever you're watching. And I'm like, so you did all that, right? The whole yelling, the whole pulling things, the whole drama just to let me watch the TV after, you know, afterwards. The plot twist. Afterwards, right? Me and him ended up being best friends. I know it's crazy, right? He was like, yeah, no, like you're pretty chill. I was like, what the heck? And it was like, I'm sorry about all that and everything. He just had, like, he was explaining to me his whole situation. I was like, it's all good. It's cool. It's whatever. Next time, just try to talk, communicate, like, calmly about what you know what I mean? But yeah, that's the story time about how I almost got into a fight. And till this day, like, he's been also, like, asking me, like, he was the type of guy to ask me, like, hey, how are you doing? Kind of thing. How's your day going? And it was like, cool and it's chill. But whenever he's going through stuff, like, he just, you know, I don't want to say his thing on the internet. But yeah, that was a crazy story time. Anyways, drop a like, subscribe what you guys think, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.